Okay, so if I'm not there, then you're listening to this, and I want to make sure that you get the tangent idea from the little exploration thing, the little GeoGebra that we did. All right, so I'm going to hop into that right now, and this is what it looks like right here. Okay, so the right triangle that's shown here, there's two of them. We have a right triangle of C, D prime 1 and E prime right there. And then we have another one, C, D, E. That is another triangle. And it says here that a right triangle shown below with a dilation of triangle scale factor N. And one of the angles is green A right there. And the other A is the ratio DE over CD, and B is DE over E prime over C prime or CD prime. So we're talking about the ratio of D to E versus C to D. So that's the one that you read about in the little exploration. It's basically rise over run, that ratio. And then we have D prime E prime right here, and then we have C D prime there. So it's comparing the two rises over the runs. So hopefully you followed directions and you've gone ahead and you slid in and you found out that these triangles that we're looking at, okay, no matter what we do with that scale factor, you should have found out that those triangles are similar. All right, they have two angles that are equal. So that's all we need for similar triangles. All right, then it says, what do we know about those ratios? Well, A and B are the ratios, and if we move N around, we see, oh, hey, those ratios are not changing whatsoever. They're always staying the same. Even though the triangles are changing, the ratios are not. All right, so let me undo what I just did. I hope I can. Let me go back to this. Get rid of this thing here. There we go. All right. Okay, so N changes it, makes a scale factor. Then it comes down here and it says, now slide green A to change the angle measure. What do we know about the ratios to not change N? So now I'm going to take this A, and I'm just going to slide it a little bit. All right, I'm going to move it. Here we go. And I slid it, and I'm going to take this back just a little bit more, and boom, there we go. I've got 11 measurements. All right, I noticed there that the ratios, yes, they're still the same as far as A and B, but they've changed. They change as I move A around. I get different values for the ratios. All right, and here in the table, we can see that we have different angle measurements are giving me different values for the ratio of A. All right. So the question is then, well, what's going on there? So now what we're going to do is go over to this spreadsheet here in part C. All right, and you're going to click right in the second entry there, cell number 2. We're going to click there, and we're going to type equals. So you're going to go equals, and then I'm going to type this, TAN, parentheses, and now what I want to do is I want to put in A2 there. So I'm just going to go A2 and close it with a parenthesis and press enter. All right. Now what I see is I get hey, that's the same thing. So now what I'm going to try to do is fill that down like I've been doing. All right. So I'm going to highlight this column here, this cell, and then I'm going to get it to fill down. I don't know why it keeps messing around. There we go. Now I want to try to drag this down. Oh. Hang on here. Okay, so I got this filling down here, and we can see that this tangent, this tan that I'm typing in and we filled it down, is the same as the ratio. All right, so the ratio that we're looking at is called the tangent. All right, so the tangent in a triangle is the rise or the opposite side over the run or the adjacent side. That's what we call that. So I wanted to make sure that you got that off the spreadsheet. So the tangent of an angle is equal to the opposite side. That's what we're going to call it, opposite side over the adjacent side. All right, for right now, that's what we're going to do. So I want to clean this message. I want to clean this up a little bit when we come back, or when I come back on Friday. But right now, I'm just going to show you a couple quick little examples to where you're going to use this. So we have a right triangle, all right, and I want to put 30 degrees there, and I want to put 8 degrees there, and I want to put an X here. So we're going to figure out what that is, right? So all along, Pythagorean theorem doesn't work in this because we don't have that second side, but we can use tangent here. So we're going to go tangent of 30 is equal to, we call this the opposite side, okay? So that's the opposite side, that's 8. So I'm going to put 8 there, over the adjacent side, which is this one. We call this one the adjacent side, and it's going to be X. All right, so now we got to find tangent 30. So we take a calculator like the one on our phone, okay, or you can use Desmos if you want to, whatever you feel comfortable with, but you need to find a tangent of 30. And you can't use a regular old 4-function calculator like, well, yours might be like this, okay? That one's not going to work because it doesn't have a tan on it. So if I go to scientific, all of a sudden, let's see, do I have a tan on this? Oh yeah, there it is, right there, okay? So I want to make sure that my calculator is in degrees or DEG. All right, so I don't exactly know. There's so many different ones that are out there and how they work, but you want to make sure that somewhere it has a D or a DEG and it's in that setting. To know if it is or not, I want to go 30 degrees here. I want to push the tangent button, and I get 0.577. Notice I went 3 digits out to get the answer. All right, 577. Guess what? Here we go. We're going to cross multiply to get this. All right, and if we need to pause the video, please pause it. All right, then we're going to divide. Hey, look, we're doing a proportion, right? Remember I told you we were going to do 1,392 of them? Well, here we go. That's what we're doing. We're doing them again. 8 divided by 0.577 equals 13.6. So that other side is 13.86. All right? That's how you do one of the tangent problems. It's just like that. Okay? I have no idea what this stuff is that is on my tablet. Okay? It looks like somebody put it on there. Put the initials LR. Okay, here we go. Let's try another one. So I'm going to take another one here. All right, going to make another triangle. Go like this. And I'll probably do some more of this on Friday. Okay, so now I got this guy right here. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. Tangent, the angle is 70. All right, opposite side, right there. That's going to be X. Adjacent side, that's going to be there. That's 10. So it's different, a little bit different. Same idea, but a little bit different as far as the ratio. Now I'm going to take my calculator, 70, tan, and I get 2.74. 2.74 over 1. I always put it over 1 equals X over 10. And then we're going to just cross multiply again. All right, so it's kind of the same thing, all right, as we did before. All right, this guy sure got excited about writing stuff on my tablet here. There we go. So, now I'm going to cross multiply. X equals 27.4. There's my value. All right. That's how we do tangent. Okay. So what I'm going to do on Friday with you is do a couple more tangent examples, and then we'll do some problems. But I got a little worksheet for you. When you go outside and collect the data for your project, all right, again, make sure you find something tall, like a tree, like the side of the building in the school, all right, like a backstop, maybe a softball field. Stay within the area. Don't go wandering all over the place, all right? And you can use the protractor like I demonstrated with the string and the paper clip. That's your kilometer, all right? And go get the tape measures. Please be careful with those because they tend to break, and I need them. So collect that data, right? You need, if you're working together, that's fine. Everybody's got to have their own write-up, all right? Right now, I'm just going to collect the data, and we'll talk about it a little bit more on Friday, okay? So, got things to do. Collect the data for your project that's going to be due, all right? You've got a worksheet to work on, and that'll be it, okay? See you Friday.